Hey, how's it going? I finished playing Epistory, so pay attention and I'll answer why you should either buy it on sale, or avoid it. First, some background information. Epistory was developed and published by Fishing Cactus. Final release date was January 2023, with the initial release in March 2016. The description for the game is: Typing Chronicles is an atmospheric adventure typing game that tells the story of a writer lacking inspiration who asks her muse to help her write her latest book. In Epistory, you play the muse, a fictional character in a world where everything is untold. Your adventure begins on a blank page, but the world will soon become larger and livelier as you gather inspiration, solve its mysteries, and defeat its enemies. From movement to opening chests and fighting in epic battles, every element in the game is controlled exclusively with the keyboard. As you progress and explore the fantasy origami world, the story literally unfolds in the writer's mind, and the mysteries of the magic power of the words are revealed. The tags are adventure, exploration, narration, and single player. The PC requirements will now be shown on the screen. As you can see, you won't need a high-spec PC to play Epistory. Now let's begin with our criteria. The gameplay was an overall 2 out of 5. The fun I had wasn't high, nor under-delivered from what the description promised. Despite that, I think this game will be relaxing for players who enjoy atmospheric puzzle games. One of the coolest and unique elements of Epistory is that the player doesn't have to use WASD controls. You can keep your fingers in a typing position the whole time, and the mouse isn't even needed. You can also navigate the menu by typing, which I think is one of the ways this game innovates the gaming world. I didn't find the story and the character memorable at all. As the narrator was trying to tell the story, the world was expanding, and I was too busy typing words to pay attention. After completing the game, the only grasp I have on the story is from the ending credits. For this game's combat system, it rewards the player with experience points for typing words. Streaks allow you to reach higher scores and lead to gaining upgrades faster. As the player progresses through the game, you will accumulate new upgrades to invest skill points into. The combat wasn't complex, but it didn't bother me either. The player will be required to switch between powers more and more through the game in order to progress through levels and to destroy monsters. The difficulty for me was pretty easy. There wasn't an option for a higher difficulty, but since the game is centered around typing, it wasn't too difficult. Now, that's not to say I didn't struggle sometimes. The game has certain arenas where the player stands in the center of a large area and has to fend off waves of monsters. Typing speed, accuracy, and word length will be stressed the further you progress through the game in the arenas. The graphics in Epistory set the scene pretty well. It was nothing impressive to me, but I think it added to the atmospheric feeling to each realm you visit. The origami design was also pretty unique. And the words were large enough so that no one will have a problem seeing them. As for world design, the player starts with a base realm. You enter other realms from the base and gain new abilities which allow you to tackle obstacles you couldn't before for all levels. The base realm also will expand as you unlock new abilities and higher levels. The audio in this game is nothing to be amazed by, but like all solo games, it helped with immersion. Doing certain actions, such as lighting something on fire, has its own unique audio track, and I found that the music was relaxing and helped set the tone for different areas and battles during the arena events. I also never ran into any glitches or performance issues while playing this game. Some other notable factors would be the grind. And for this game, there is no grinding, so just enjoy the story. For the playtime, I completed Epistory in about 4.5 hours, with about an hour for each session. The replayability of Epistory is terrible. I probably won't play this game again, and I very rarely play games more than once, but since this game doesn't have a way to change the playthrough's experience, I don't see myself playing it in the future. Now, in my opinion, the audience is suited for everyone. The limit of violence is typing words to destroy monsters that are trying to eat you, but nothing graphic is shown. You might want to keep in mind though that at least average typing skills will be required to start and beat the game if you're thinking of buying this for someone younger. Some other concerning reviews on Steam was that the game was boring, they couldn't follow the story, and that this wasn't purely a typing game, and they're right. The story was hard to follow because the narrator was hard to follow, and so I couldn't care less for the character in the game. There were many puzzles in Epistory, and it didn't really take too much away from the game, but if you are looking for a pure typing game, Epistory is not it. To conclude, I did enjoy the fact that the puzzles didn't leave my head spinning, because I really dislike it when I can't figure out a puzzle within a reasonable amount of time. The combat system and controls were unique to me, and it had a casual experience, which I would like more of. A larger variety of monsters might be a good thing for this game, and also the story didn't really stick for me. Now, I got Epistory for free on Epic Games, and honestly, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it for its current price of $15. I probably wouldn't buy it for any price. Now, the reason being is that the game isn't memorable, replayable, and has a short playtime. I think there are better games that are around this price range, iconic for their genre, and can be played longer. The game does have a demo mode on Steam though, so if you're skeptical about buying, go try it out. Remember to like the video, subscribe for similar content, and comment below your opinions on this game. With that being said, this was Nevermore Media reminding you to get educated. Bye.